Harbor. Smell the elephant.
It smells actually pretty sweet for beer. In comparison to, let's say, like your beer or his beer.
Or his ginus.
Yeah, definitely gonna be sweeter than the ginus.
The ginus.
The dryness of your ginus.
Alright, Campeau, what was your story?
Oh, just some. There's some like redhead look.
I want to go at him.
Some redheaded
That was
redneck kind of guy came to work with like 3 or 4 teeth missing, and he was wearing a shirt that said like "Knowledge is a weapon," and like had a grenade on it. And I was like, for some reason, because he looked like such a dumbass, I was like, "It's a pretty cool shirt." He's like, and he just without fucking pause goes, "Yeah, it's got a grenade on it." And I was like, I couldn't have made this up. This guy was that fucking stupid.
Knowledge is power.
Wow.
I want a shirt like that.
It's got a grenade on it.
Alright, on that note, we'll start it off. Like usual, I'm Adam. We got Matt, Campeau,
Oh, you gotta put me last?
Brandon, and we got Alex over in Ottawa.
Brown man's almost last.
Oh, yeah.
Well, second to last.
Yeah.
It was just funny because Matt Campeau, but they're two different people.
But it's
they're
my
one
name.
person.
Oh.
Yeah.
Matt.
I
Anyways,
win.
so there was a LOL fighting game that's coming out.
But only Annie is like the only.
Annie
only
and
fighter in the
Katarina
game.
was like
Oh, I didn't see Katarina in the
they
video I saw.
had her as like a image next to Annie.
Oh, okay.
So it like didn't actually show gameplay with her, but
Well, it's probably gonna be like just a Mugen game running sprites. They just have to make the
Basically.
sprites and the animations.
That's what
Basically.
it looks like.
but you can get like the summoner spells and stuff like that, so you can flash on the other side of people, or you can pop barrier or something like that, or
Well, I
cleanse.
always saw Barrier Flash and
Who's making
There
it?
was cleanse too. Sorry,
Who's making it?
some random indie company. They got the
License.
Right?
the written permission
Oh,
by
consent.
Riot. As long as they don't charge for it, it's fine.
Yeah, it's completely free to play and all that.
Yeah, so it's free to play, but it looked pretty cool. But it was just a fighting game. Depending on how many characters they put,
Yeah.
it'd be really cool if they put all the characters.
I think
Yeah, it'd be cool if they had 111 characters.
it would
That'd be
it would
amazing.
very difficult to
Wait,
expand
it's
on
like
that
Dragon
roster.
Ball
That'd be
Z.
very hard to do.
They have 111 characters
In
in
League
Yeah.
of
I think
Legends.
there's more.
There's a bunch of skins for all of them.
And I'm only
Yeah.
missing 12
You're
as
missing-
of now.
Mayor has
Mayor.
all of them.
Yeah.
Gotta catch
because-
them all.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to catch up because he spent more money than I did.
Yeah. All right. After that, there was an Alice movie that American
see that.
McGee is trying to kickstart.
Nice.
Oh, fair enough.
Yep.
Yeah, it's only a little over 25% in. Like he wants $200,000, but it's like 57,000. Anyways, what he wanted to do was like a animatrix sort of deal. So it's like a bunch of different directors and writers working on their own stuff with different styles.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. So there wasn't
And
really too much info
If you
about
were to
it.
use the same actress as Alice, that'd be cool to see her like interchanged in the different like genre.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
different worlds. Because that would make sense with
Yeah,
the
instead
story
of using
too.
different voice actors for everything.
You just use the same Alice,
Yeah.
and that's it. Like everyone else changes, everyone else is
Oh, okay,
constantly
I get
rotating.
it.
Because that way, it's like in animatrix style. It's like different chalk, but if it was Alice, she would be the main character all the way through.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be cool to see.
Well, they did that with Dante's Inferno.
I didn't see that.
There was different directors or whatever, writers for the whole thing, but they changed the animation style the whole way through.
That's
So you
that's
constantly-
Dante's Inferno.
The video game, or
No,
there's
no,
a movie?
There's a movie
anime.
tied in with the video game. Or
There's an
something.
anime of it.
That's right. Okay, I remember that coming
It
out.
was very good.
I should check that out. Actually, that
enjoyed
sounds
it.
pretty cool.
Yeah, but it was like different art styles the entire way. Some weren't that great compared to the others, but
Actually, it's funny you bring up the animatrix. I saw something on it like a week ago, and I haven't even thought about it for ages. And I saw something on it, so I watched it again recently. And watching it from an adult perspective compared to when I was like a young teen.
Yeah, like 10 years ago when the
it's
Matrix came out.
crazy. Like
Obviously.
it impacts so much. Like you notice things so much more. It seems so much more interesting.
It's just like watching the Matrix right now versus.
Yeah, it's true.
Back
Like,
in
it was a
you
lot
see
better
it.
back then.
Yeah,
Now it's
exactly.
just really crap.
Because we were children.
Now it's just
We were
really
dumb
crap.
children.
Well, the Matrix 1 is still pretty good.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
first
Matrix one
Matrix
is okay.
2 and
Yes.
3 are... 3 is only cool
Yes.
because of the fight at the very end.
2 just.
Where, like, you see
They
giant
still go
robots
downhill.
fighting giant...
Robots. The third
So
one, yeah,
Pacific
that was
Rim?
the best.
I haven't seen that yet.
It's very crap.
Apparently, I heard it
I've
was
heard
good.
Shit.
I heard it was good.
A lot of people did not like it.
I've
Really?
only heard the opposite. That's
Yeah,
very
me too.
odd. that
I've
you
only
said
heard
that.
that good stuff.
Yeah, from who though? People or reviewers?
People and
People.
reviewers.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people that didn't like
A lot
it.
of people, maybe it's different. Also, a lot of the people I know are douchebags. That also helps.
That's good. I didn't know that American McGee Studio was in Shanghai, China.
What?
I don't even
Yeah.
know what
Is it really?
Studio
Yeah.
is.
Well, American McGee is the guy that makes Alice, and he makes a couple of other stuff. But
Yeah.
he's best known. He's most known for Alice.
I'm just wondering, is American McGee actually Like if it's from there,
No, he's American.
He's American.
Yeah.
And his
I
name
thought
is
he was
American.
way older, but he's like a youngish guy.
What's his real name?
I have no clue.
What's his name is actually.
American McGee. They named him American.
That's his first name.
He's so damn American.
They named him
But
American.
he lives in Shanghai.
Yeah, that's.
If
that's,
he were to
yeah.
live in America, there'd be
Be
too
too
much
American.
America in America.
He would get a name
Yeah.
like Northwest.
He was forced to move. They kicked him out.
You
They were
sir
like,
are
"There-
too American.
There's too damn much America.
You gotta kick someone out.
He would get a
Let's
name
make
like
it
Northwest.
American.
Oh God, don't
But
talk
now,
about that.
see, the thing is, the film's going to be made by the video game studio. So I don't know how that's going to turn off. But they said they do a lot of outsourcing in the studios around their
Yeah,
area.
we'll see.
So
Wait.
it could be good, it could be bad.
So they outsource a Chinese development team to like what, Canada?
No, they outsource
That's
to the
backwards.
other Chinese places
Okay.
Okay.
because they're
To India.
they're in China, but I'm pretty sure they're still considered American, so they're still expensive.
Okay.
McGee.
So, yeah.
Expensive McGee. His middle name.
Did you see?
American Expensive McGee.
There's apparently like a PlayStation event going on in New York right now, so there's a couple of PS4 things that keep going around. I saw some videos on Kotaku about like they played Knack in Killzone and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wanted to watch that. I missed it.
Speaking of PlayStation, I thought really funny is that during the Steam sale,
I knew we were gonna.
as of right now,
It'll go on later.
PlayStation 3 is having its own summer sale, but nobody's fucking talking about it because
'cause nobody
nothing,
cares.
everything
No
is
one cares.
overshadowed by
Yeah,
the
but
mighty
at the same
Steam.
time, Origin is doing the same thing. They have a sale going on now.
But
Same
no one
thing with
gives a
Uplay.
shit.
I hate
No
Origin.
one cares.
I hated Origin when it came out. I know it's exactly like Steam, but it's stupid because it forced me to put all my games onto it, and I
Yeah.
have to sign in.
Yeah.
I have to log in.
Yeah, but that's what
to
Steam
play.
does.
I don't. No, I don't. I can sign off as Steam,
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
be offline.
Yep.
but this I have to be on Origin to play all the games. So
There's
all
no
my,
offline mode.
no, because I used to have all my Assassin's Creed on Steam, but then it forced it onto Origin.
No, Assassin's Creed would be Uplay.
Yeah. Oh no, that's
Yeah.
Uplay. Sorry, the other one's on Origin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy Battlefield 3 with the Steam sale and I couldn't because it's on Origin. And I was like,
Yeah.
no, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I found this funny image. It's there's a picture of a girl with like shopping bags.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to have it. It was on sale. And then the next one is just a Steam logo. I had to have it. It was on sale. I'm like, that makes a lot of sense now. Now I can see why girls buy like so much shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. We'll
on
get into
sale.
that a little
It's
bit
on
later.
I don't want to talk about how many Steam games.
99
I own.
cents, man. You gotta buy it.
Yeah,
I'll never play
Yeah.
it, but if I want to, I'll own it.
exactly.
Exactly. No, actually, my friend, he's told me whenever he buys games on Steam sale, he always buys them as gifts. So just in case he never ends up playing them, he can get rid of them for other games.
You can gift them to yourself. I never played.
Yeah,
You can
Yeah.
gift them to yourself because when you gift it, you can just
It's
say
in
put it in your
inventory.
inventory.
Okay.
You don't have because you can
That's
gift it directly to
Yeah.
a friend.
Brilliant.
I know, right?
I'm so dumb.
But,
Own
It's
gift.
a good idea.
but who'd you give it to?
No, because you can trade it to people. Because half the time online,
Okay.
everyone's like, "Want this? We'll trade this."
Okay,
Yeah,
So
but
you
I
just
would
trade
also,
gifts.
if you were to buy a
Steam-
pack, you could trade. You could take the games you want specifically
Oh.
from the pack and
Oh,
then
yeah?
trade the rest. I
Yeah.
could gift the pack to yourself.
Okay.
I would have done that for the Unreal pack. I only wanted 2 games in that thing, anyways.
It's like Steam. It's its own game.
You learn something new every day.
I'm gonna buy some packs. Oh yeah, timestamp.
That's a hard idea.
July 19th, 17th,
17th?
July 17th, 2013.
Okay, so the reason why I brought up the PS4 thing was because he was playing Killzone, and you know everyone talks about how
The Hellgast.
what?
Hellgast.
No, I'm talking about how bad the journalist was at this game. Like, you do this for a living and you're terrible. And then everyone's like, oh, but you know, it's hard to, like, game and talk at the same time.
No,
I'm
it's
like,
not.
fuck
No.
off. Like, that's pathetic. He was terrible. Like, I don't know what this guy was doing, but he was missing everything.
Was he like drooling? Like it was just kind of all dumbed down. Like, oh, what's happening? He's having a seizure or a stroke while he's
Maybe
playing.
He's just
Just
running
one
into a
hand.
brick wall,
Yeah.
yelling at the
Maybe he was
controller.
recording with one hand, like for his mic, and
No,
then
that's,
one hand.
that's what you get, like, you know,
Someone else
lackeys to
hold.
do.
Lackeys. I wish we had lackeys.
Oh,
Lackeys would be
Brandon,
amazing.
my lackey.
Don't worry about it.
I'll be your lackey. You be mine. We'll switch.
Exactly.
All right, before we get into the what we've been playing this week, which is going to be extensive with the Steam sale, I wanted to talk about this game Obsidian was working on, but they shelved because like it was kind of like a pet project they had. Okay, basically Obsidian is the company that makes they made Fallout New Vegas and Alpha Protocol, and their upcoming games are Project Eternity and the South Park RPG. Okay, this game was basically a action RPG with a sci-fi like space environment. Okay, basically it's a mix of Mass Effect, Borderlands, and System Shock 2. Okay, but it's made in the Skyrim engine, and it was supposed to be partnership with Bethesda. Okay,
Batista.
Bethesda, yeah.
But
So
these.
Batista.
it was never canceled, and it was never greenlit. Okay, so it's kind of like
In minutia.
exactly. It's in
Yeah.
some sort of limbo. Now
Like the game Limbo.
Exactly, I was
Purgatory.
going to say that for Steam.
I'm gonna go over what the game was. Like I'll go over each segment and then we'll talk a bit about it or whatever because I just want to see like it was a really great idea. I want to see what your opinion is on about it, especially you, Campo, because I know you'd fucking probably love this game like I would. So basically, it's a mix of Fallout and Skyrim.
That sounds amazing. I
So
love
it's-
both
it's-
those games.
It's not technically open world, but you can visit multiple planets, and it has a very large space station to explore. Okay. I also forgot to say that there's simple time travel in the game also.
Simple time travel.
So I'll get into that. The game starts off with an alien invasion. You like work at the space station, and you are 90% human and 10% robots. You're like a cyborg. Okay.
Android?
What?
Robot
Android?
No, it's
inside.
No, you're a cyborg.
Cyborg? What's the-
Android
what's
is purely robot.
but you look like a human?
Yes.
And cyborg is you're a human with robot parts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
never
thought
knew the
Android was
distinction.
just more than 50%.
No, Android is 100% robot.
So
was
Terminator's
such
an
a-
android.
But
Terminator
then
is an
wouldn't you
android.
just be a robot?
No, because you're like
No,
robots, are human.
It's, yeah,
esque.
they're not, what is it?
Bobots.
The word for moving.
Uh,
Autonomous.
Autonomous.
Yeah.
So like
Autonomous.
Terminator's an android, and
Terminator's are androids.
I'm trying to think of a good example of a cyborg.
C18.
Cyborg is like anyone from
C17.
like
Dragon Ball. C17, C18.
Cyborg from
Yeah, that's right.
the superhero.
17.
No, those are
18.
those are
No,
The
those are-
superhero
those
called
are-
Cyborg.
cyborgs.
Those
They
are-
were made
really?
from humans.
I
Yeah.
thought they were androids.
They
That
were
makes
called
sense.
androids, but they're
That
cyborgs.
makes sense why Krillin could bang one now in retrospect.
Because she was
Exactly.
human.
Because she was technically part human.
Yes.
She used to be human.
She
She was.
is.
They
They
were
had a kid,
completely
what?
robots.
Did they
Berlin in 18 had a
Did
kid.
they take out her vagina box?
No, they did
No.
not. Anyways, back
They
to the
must-
point. The game starts off with an alien invasion, okay, and an error, like some sort of technical error, sends you 10 years into the future, into an alien-controlled future, okay?
That's pretty cool.
And you basically, the game takes place you jumping back and forth trying to save humankind. Player development is a mix of Fallout and Elder Scrolls, okay? So doing whatever gets you experience, and every time that you level up, you gain stats and skill points, okay? And every other level, you get to add perks, like Fallout,
Yeah,
okay? So
I
it's a
love
mix of
Fallout.
both.
Fallout was fun.
You can pick a character background, which affects your stats.
As in the
and
race or
No, but like an example, you
Well,
could be a
like
mad
Fallout.
scientist or a lone wolf.
Oh, okay.
It's the type of background, and it affects how people react to you. Also,
Cool.
You're a bum. You have nothing. You just start with zeros.
I always start with the homeless guy.
Start from the bottom, man.
why?
You have
Because the
absolutely
homeless
nothing.
guy is always the guy who's
He's OP,
scrappy.
man. He's OP.
He's fought to survive.
You're invisible. No one
Fucking
can bother you.
Ashcan Pete. That's all I need to say. Ashcan Pete.
Ashcan Pete.
Compo, doesn't Ashcan Pete have some sort of a hammer also?
No, he has a guitar.
Nice.
So he's a
Couldn't you
troubadour.
use?
He needs to
Couldn't
make some
you
money
use a hammer
somehow.
couldn't you use a guitar like a hammer?
He's a troubadour.
Well, Alex, as we know,
Is it true?
anyone with a hammer is OP.
That's right.
I
like
do
Poppy
believe.
Hat.
Anything with a hammer.
Combat is Skyrim-like. You have left trigger and right trigger to use left-handed, right-handed weapons. But it's basically Skyrim with
Telekinesis,
guns.
I'm assuming, because it's the future.
So it's Far
Some
Cry.
Psychokinesis or
partially like that. But it's Skyrim with guns, but
Far Cry.
there's also
Far
melee
Cry.
weapons.
Is there plasmids?
So it's Far Cry.
I would love
Or
plasmids.
vigors?
Like Matt
Well,
Vigors.
we're talking
No,
there's
no.
a System Shock 2, which is a spiritual successor of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
but that's what they
Predecessor,
said.
sorry.
Anyways, you can dual wield weapons also, so I would definitely like have some sort of melee weapon with a long range weapon. That'd be
Cyberknife?
sick.
I would have
How
cyber
can you
knives.
have a long range weapon with a melee weapon?
Well, you have one hand and
Like
the
A
other.
crossbow.
No, you do
No,
wield
this
sniper
is the
rifles.
future. You got laser guns,
a
man.
gun and like a sword.
Dual wield rocket launchers.
Dude,
you're set.
How much more
Yeah,
badass would
dude.
Han Solo be if he had a lightsaber on
Wait,
the other
wait.
hand?
Dual wielding hammers.
Dual wield.
No,
Oh.
you're not allowed to. The universe would
OP.
explode.
Too strong.
You just hit them together and the world is done.
Bung!
See, that's why Thor only has one hammer. Two's too much.
Too much hammer.
Two's too
Well, that's
much.
another character that's OP, Compo. Thor, hammer, right there.
Okay,
Thor.
we've established that anyone who has a hammer is broken as shit.
Yeah, we were talking about Red Faction Gorilla before, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, but
It
you
can
got
take
a hammer.
down buildings
You
with a
just don't
hammer,
break
yeah,
everything
it's
with a
broken.
hammer.
You just
It
blow
was
shit
so
up.
cool to look at.
I've
though.
never played that game, so I don't know.
It's
Gorilla.
so good.
Anyways, there's some sort of cool stealth mechanic. Basically, you're 100% undetectable by normal methods. The only way that you can get detected is with infrared. if the
That's
enemies
cool.
have infrared. Now, it works two ways. You either have a personal cloak, which consumes energy, so you can't stay in it forever, but you can use abilities. So it's not like anything where like you go around and attack stuff and then you come out of your cloak. No, you have 100% cloaked,
but you
but you use energy. So if you use an ability, you waste more energy. When you run out of energy, the cloak runs out.
Walk into a girl's
Or
bed.
But
like
then, the
perma
second
stealth.
way... Sorry?
perma stealth, but the moment you use something, it breaks.
Exactly, but it's not that.
It kind of reminds me of the Spy.
Spy?
From TF2.
Oh.
Kind of, right?
It depends what the spies use.
Not really.
Ish.
No, because as soon as you attack, don't you change...
That's what I thought.
No, you can't attack.
No.
You have to
attack
turn
with
off your stealth first.
You can't-
This you can use...
And there's a spy weapon that allows you to remain cloaked permanently, but it runs out as you move, and the other one is it runs out no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the other one was a cloaking emitter. You basically throw like a grenade, and then it just acts like a personal cloak if you're in it, but it doesn't waste energy. The thing is, it's visible, so people can shoot it and break it. But if they don't, you can pick it up later for later use.
Could you see other people that walk into there and get cloaked?
See,
Or are you
I'm
just
not
all
sure. I think
cloaked to
it's-
each other
I think it's specifically tuned to you, so it'll only work for you.
for your robotic parts.
You're Cyberdyne.
The game would be big parts about deployable items.
Skynet.
Yeah.
Skynet. Yeah.
Fuckers.
I'll use my Skynet to stealth myself from those Cyberdynes.
The game would be big on deployable items, so you'd have like frag grenades, turrets, decoy robots, stuff like that.
Wait,
Decoy
frag
robots.
grenades and turrets?
Turrets.
And decoy robots. Don't forget.
Oh
me.
no. What about
Turns
drones? Is there
and-
drones?
I love drones.
Or
Probably.
how about a laptop? Like, the gun
Throw a
from
laptop.
Perfect Dark.
A laptop gun that turns into a turret. That's what it does.
Fucking Perfect Dark.
I haven't played that game in ages.
A laptop gun.
So you'd
yeah,
have
that's what it is. Don't you?
Oh my god,
It's a laptop that turns into a gun.
She has a suitcase. She fucking throws the suitcase on the wall.
It turns into a turret.
I need
Awesome.
I used to camp that.
Oh,
thing,
man, yeah. You just hide in like a little room where they can't get into you.
and the laptop turret will do too much damage, and by the time they get past it, you're dead.
Good old Rare.
What did you say, Alex?
That's straight out of 007.
No, Perfect Dark.
Durfic Park.
But they did both.
Burp factor.
Why do you say that so normally? So casually. It just came out. Didn't think about it.
All right. Anyways, you would have companions also, but it would be basically like an integrated AI
Cyberdog.
because
Mm-hmm.
you're the only person that can travel between time, so you can't have companions that would follow you. So they have an integrated AI into your system.
Actually, that'd also be cool if you had like, let's say, like in the future, I'm with Dax, and in the past, I'm with like Johnson.
You're all about to die. You like see a fuckers and then jump back.
Eat shit.
Yeah, you'd be able to have dialogue with them. They'd have different personalities, like you'd pick them up throughout the game, and they'd also give you passive bonuses depending on which ones you had.
It'd also be cool if they did the AI like Red Dwarf. With the AI are just dead people.
Okay, and
So
they
you get
follow
the
you.
same AI from the past
That'd be
because
cool.
the guy's alive, and then in the future he's just dead,
AI,
and he's AI.
but he's got a giant like
H
hologram,
well,
H over his
it wouldn't be
head.
that much, but like you know what I mean, like something
No,
like that.
I think it'd be more akin to like Halo, the whatever
The
her name is.
Cortana?
Yeah, Cortana.
I do
She's
believe
part
it is
of my
Cortana.
suit. Cortanes.
Anyways,
she's called.
so I'm gonna say that this game was like a prototype. This is just conceptual design documents that
Honestly,
they had from
these games
2011.
are the best.
What?
Any game that like a company's working on in their off time, it's entirely based on like what they
They're
want.
interesting.
What they
Yeah,
want to do? Yeah.
Because like for
What they
example,
want,
Left 4
yeah.
Dead, it was spawned from Counter Strike because the guys the developers of Counter Strike were like, oh, let's just
The zombie
fucking
mode.
let's make a zombie mode for Counter Strike, and then they liked it so much, but it was so like unfinished, they just played it in the office. And eventually, like, well, we should make this into a game. That's where Left 4 Dead came from. And the
Wasn't-
reason Left 4 Dead's so good is because it's spawned entirely from just like, this is fun.
Yeah.
This isn't someone's idea that's like, oh, we should make this into a game. This is just like, hey, this is fun. Let's build something like this. Which I think is really cool. Games like that are always a lot more fun than other games.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
You're
I
wrong.
do believe wasn't Counter-Strike itself just like a fan-made project?
Half-Life.
Half-Life
It said
was
something
started
Half-Life
Half-
FPS, and they were like making it into their own game, I think.
I think it started off as Counter Strike and then went into Half-Life.
Because Half-Life 2 had a deathmatch mode, didn't
or went
it?
the other way around. No, it was
Half-Life
Half-Life
1
first, and then it turned to Counter
Half-Life had
Strike.
a
That's what I'm
deathmatch
saying.
mode, and they turned it into Counter-Strike, and then Half-Life 2 was Counter-Strike Source,
Okay.
which is better than Counter-Strike.
It
I don't
is.
give a
What
shit what
CS?
you say.
What was CS:GO?
No.
Let's go shit.
No,
CS:GO.
not compared to the originals. Crouch
Honestly,
jump, man.
did
I
you
still
ever
try
play-
to. Yeah, I still try to crouch jump everywhere in any video game just to see if I can get higher or farther.
Yeah.
It's all about the
I
crouch
do the
jump.
same thing.
You always run faster with a knife, guys.
Yes, of course.
Yep.
I still do it.
But
Doesn't help.
yeah, with Counter Strike though, Counter Strike it's funny because like the people who play Counter-Strike Source, it's just like such a die-hard fan base. I understand how you can make a game like Counter-Strike Go. Because I was talking to Alex, or I think it was you, I was like, hey, I think I'm going to buy Counter-Strike Go, it's on sale. And I thought to myself, but I own Source, and Source will always be more fun. So why would I buy Go?
What's Go though? What is the
It's
difference?
Global Offensive, I think it's called.
It's just
The thing
the
is, it's
next
cool.
installment.
It's just a newer one.
And it's
Yeah.
not
What's
as good
cool?
as Source.
What's cool about it is that it's like kind of like cross-platform, kind of, because you can hook up because you can get it on PS3, and you can hook up your keyboard and mouse to your PS3.
Yeah, and
But can you play with people on PC?
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
any
so.
game you can hook up your keyboard, you can play with people on
Because
PC.
they have Portal 2 as well. Like some Valve games have this option on PS3,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
Honestly, they
on
should
its own right.
and they should implement it with the PS4 on every console, because then we could have cross-platform gaming like that, and it would be a big step forward in
Not
gaming.
only
Yeah.
that, but they would have such like an advantage over Microsoft if Microsoft doesn't abide or want to do that.
Well, the reason Microsoft can't do stuff like that is because they have a monthly subscriber base.
That's true.
Yeah, but the PS3
so
is
we-
going to have that also. I mean,
Yes.
sorry, the PS4 is going to have that afterwards.
Yes, but the issue is also with like PS4 or PS3. It was like PS3 could have Unreal Tournament 3 had that, and Microsoft could never have that because every Microsoft player would be like, well, why do I have to pay when they don't? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
entirely why. I hope PS3, PS4 can do that though. I wouldn't care.
I think the main reason why they couldn't do it is because the Final Fantasy 14 will be crossed
Online.
between PC and PS4. The only reason it's not going to be on Xbox apparently is because of the dedicated servers. Because Microsoft has dedicated servers, it doesn't. That's why it doesn't cross between with PC. Apparently,
Except for
that is what I
Defiance,
heard.
no?
I
Sorry,
do believe
Defiance
that.
would probably do it too.
Defiance also. Defiance works with PS3 and PC. I'm not sure
Yeah.
about the 360.
Oh yeah, I thought it was able to.
I'm not sure. It's possible.
That's funny.
I haven't
Because
heard.
it was supposed to be all the
Is it?
consoles.
I know
I'll have to check.
DCUO does it too. I think DCUO has the same.
DC Online, yeah.
Because DC has because DC the gameplay is built for a controller. Even on PC,
Yeah.
it's built for controllers.
Same thing with Defiance. It's supposed
Yeah,
to
it's
be
supposed to be
good
a-
with a controller.
Yeah. Oh man, I've actually been thinking about redownloading DCUO. Alex,
It's good.
Why?
because it's free to play.
It is free to play.
So,
So
Is it any
it's
good?
actually really fun. I played it for about a good month and a half. The thing is, it's also the kind of game
Built the hammer.
like City of Heroes where the fucking dungeons aren't what make it fun. It's the just running around
Doing stuff.
playing stuff with your
Killing
friends.
people.
Like, basically just it's all about like doing your missions, and then once you get high enough level, it's just all PvP, and that's what gets fun.
Doesn't
Alright.
everyone just
But-
fly? Is that the main power?
No, I took sprint, and sprint was actually really because sprint allows you to, like, because fly you can't do it if you're fighting. Like if I'm fighting you, I can't
saw
fly.
People, I saw people fighting.
You can't fight and then fly away to like get out of combat.
City
You
of
can like
Heroes,
hover. You can run away a bit, but you can't like run. You can do whatever you want. You
No,
just, like,
I
Is
thought I
this
saw
City of
people
Heroes
flying.
or
this is a DCU.
CCU?
Okay, I don't know. City Heroes. You can fly around shooting at each other, right?
Yeah, but not in DCO. DCO, you can start fights like that. You can
Okay.
just like fly in and fucking like punch some dude in the face and they'll do bonus damage. It's crazy. That's what makes the PvP so fun because the villains can be doing something and they're doing something evil, and then the hero will just fly in out of fucking nowhere and demolish the guy and just beat the shit out of him. Or a villain could see a hero like saving someone and just fucking like sneak up to them and just murder them.
That's cool.
It's a really cool. The PvP is what made that game fun, and it's why people still play to a point. Because
Okay.
fighting in that game is a ton of fun. But the reason it fell flat is because any MMO, I'm saying this right now. I'll say it 1,000 times. Any MMO with shitty player versus environment will do poorly. Because no matter what, people get bored of PvP a lot faster than they get bored of people versus environment.
Really?
Yeah.
Raiding is a lot harder than fighting people. Simple as that. Fighting a boss with like instant kill mechanics and crazy shit is always more fun long term than I'm just gonna kill you as many times as I can.
Yet we've played
Yeah.
League of Legends for like
League of Legends is different.
2,000
Objective
hours.
based. The objectives and
Yeah, it's
winning
different.
and your
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
If
But
Le-
you have objectives in
if
like
League
World
of
of Warcraft.
Legends, if
like
League of Legends was
PvP.
an arena mode, just like straight up, just like I'm gonna fight everyone, like ARAM, not ARAM
well,
without towers,
They have that in World of Warcraft. It's arena matches.
and
Yeah.
they get boring after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
PvP
yeah,
will
it's
always
strong.
PvP will always get stale faster than PvE because PvE every single time you fight a boss you're like, oh shit, I want that piece of gear, or I want that that awesome new upgrade.
achievements,
Yeah, that's what WoW has that keeps it going so well. That's like
So
What
allows
happens when
everyone
you
else.
get all that gear?
They come
And-
out with a new expansion.
They come out with a new patch in like a month or two, and then
With more
everything
gear.
you have is now not as good as that stuff. Being the guy with the best gear in the main city is an amazing feeling. It's just like, eh, fuck you guys, look at this shit.
Yeah, but who even notices? I mean, you're in a
Everyone
little small
notices.
little part.
It's,
Dude,
everybody.
It's giant, it's gold, and it's shining.
Okay.
Dude,
That's all you need.
whenever my new gear looks fucking awesome, and I'm so excited to see my character. I'm like, look at how badass you are.
Buy the statue. Buy the
I'm
statue.
debating buying the statue, but I have to
How
find
much
a
does
really
that
good.
cost?
It's like
It's not that much.
it's not that much.
$8,000.
I have to find enough money. I have to
$8,000.
find gear that I really like.
Yeah, you
And
gotta get the character in the game
Yeah.
and put whatever armor and weapons you
Gives
want.
you a stat. They mail it to
And
you
I'll
or
mail you
something?
a statue of it.
It's
Pretty
sick.
tall. It's like a fucking big
Oh
statue.
yeah.
If I ever found gear I really liked, and
You
I could
make a
like,
statue?
I in its fucking heartbeat. For all of my main guys, like
But it's like-
the guys I've been playing for like years.
It's on a stand and it has your name on it, your character's name on it.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I
Color.
might get one
Wow.
soon.
It's colored.
It's colored too. It's
I would get my.
gray.
I also was trying to get Frostmourne, but you can't get him anymore.
No.
I would have gotten that like in a heartbeat if I had the money at the time.
All right, into the bread and butter of the podcast. What the fuck have we been playing this week? Because of Steam sale.
Not just Steam style, actually. I've been playing a weird eclectic mix because of siblings.
Siblings.
My little brother,
What?
What's his name, Matt?
my youngest brother, he just like recently was like, I want to play Rock Band again out of nowhere, and he just kind
Rock
of started
Band.
playing it, and then like through him, it's like rekindled my love of music games, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play some fucking Rock Band.
No.
How old's your youngest brother?
He's 6.
Teen.
No, I'm
16.
I'm really 17, but he's at like that like douchey age of where like you don't give a shit about stuff and you think you're cooler than everybody else.
Well, for sure it is.
That's good.
But yeah, rhythm games and Steam sale shit.
All right, I gotta start off. Antichamber. Who's played it?
I played
I
it.
have. It's
Dude,
okay.
you told me to buy it, but
It's
I
so
forgot
good.
what it was.
It's a crazy.
And then I'm looking at the
So
game
did you end up liking it by the way? Just not to cut off Brandon.
It's.
Fucking guy.
Rage inducing.
I don't understand why it won so many awards. Like, it's good. It's cool. It gets you thinking, but it's not amazing. or
The
anything
issue
like
is this:
that.
that I think you haven't sat someone down who's never played it before.
Oh no, it's
That's
I
where
did.
it makes it fun.
I did. It's hilarious because you see stuff they don't, and you know stuff they don't. The thing is, it takes a good 4 or 5 hours to understand everything in the game. Going
Yeah.
through it the first time, I beat it a second time in an hour flat, easily. Like, I didn't go through all the rooms. I didn't really care for it. I went through all the rooms the first time, but like understanding everything, it's cool, and it makes you fun. Like, it's a joke now playing the game.
But the interesting thing is also looking at people, like for example, taking one person who plays games one way and another person who plays games another way and seeing how they react to things. Because like for example, my brother, he's very, I forget the difference. He's like, there's one side of the brain that's mathematical and one side that's more artistic.
No, it's one's logical. And
one's
the other
logical.
one's...
And, I forget how it works.
One's
basically.
creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
brother's very logical. He's that kind of guy, and my sister, she's very creative. So I just sat both of them down, and my sister beat the game in half the time it took my brother.
Half the time, yeah.
Half the time, because she saw the problems, and she's also younger than him. She's like 12, so she literally saw the problems and just like, boom, boom, boom. Like she
Oh, yeah,
just,
because they're not logical problems.
like she just like, oh,
Yeah.
like she just followed, like what she knew as to
Yeah.
the other thing. And my brother, who's very logical, was like, this game's fucking
Well,
stupid. I
didn't
don't
you
fucking
read the-
understand.
Didn't you read the signs? It told you what to do. You have
Yeah.
to read the signs and they tell you what to do. There's a sign in the game that says read the signs because that's what happens. That's what you have to do.
That's
Uh-huh.
funny.
Alex, did you end up buying it?
No, I didn't end up buying. I haven't bought a single thing on Steam
I
yet.
thought you
What?
liked
On
Assassin's
Steam
Creed.
sale.
My brother.
You sent me Don't Starve. I've been playing that.
Yeah.
You sent me Sanctum 2. I've been playing that. You sent me Assassin's Creed 3. I've been playing that.
Why'd you send Assassin's Creed?
The story behind that is when I bought my computer, the video card came with the code for Assassin's Creed 3. I didn't really care for it, and I got my computer back in January, so my brother finally got me to send him the code.
Fair enough. I sent you
What do you
Baldur's Gate. We need to install that and play that.
Baldur's Gate.
Other than that, been playing some Cube World. Need to play more of that.
Cube
How
World.
is Q?
He's only
No, not Cube.
So
Cube
good.
World.
This asshole has only been playing games given to him by us, me and Adam.
Yeah,
Stop
pretty
giving
much.
him games.
He's poor, man. He's got no money.
Remember when I need
Exactly.
someone to play Cube World with?
What the hell's Cube World?
It's like Minecraft, only fighting.
Oh yeah, that stupid game.
Only what?
Only fighting.
What
What?
do you mean only
It's
fighting?
amazing.
You don't have to mine anything.
There's no mining. There's mining,
It's
but
That's a little
Minecraft.
scary.
there's very
looking.
little mining, some crafting, and just fighting. But it's pretty fun actually.
So Fightcraft.
There's actually
Fight
quite a bit of
craft.
crafting.
yeah, but I wouldn't call it. I say like Minecraft without the mining or crafting.
So
This
fight.
place
It just looks like a pixelated.
It's
Fight.
it's the
Minecraft.
adventure. It's the adventure part of Minecraft, which
It's very
is
fun,
exactly
though.
what I
It's
wanted.
very fun. You'd like it, Adam. Actually.
All right. Did any of you guys get Hotline Miami?
Yes, I haven't played it yet though.
I beat it too. It's fucking crazy. The soundtrack's amazing. I downloaded the soundtrack also.
I have to download it somehow.
Well, I mean, I have it. I can pass it to you.
I have it. I bought it.
That's illegal.
No, I mean the soundtrack.
Download it.
No, I bought the soundtrack with the
Don't
game.
copy
I bought
that
it too.
floppy.
I don't know how to download it.
What?
I bought it too. I just don't know where to download it.
God.
Why would you
Oh, it
buy it?
automatically downloads.
To my computer?
Yes, it's in. If you go into your Steam app folder, into Hotline Miami, there's a soundtrack folder.
I have to.
Why
I
would
also
you
bought
buy
the
it?
soundtrack for Bastion also.
It's
I just
really good.
downloaded
It's
it.
amazing.
I have it.
Why would you download things? That's evil.
No, what are you talking about?
Anyways,
Is
Hotline
Bastion any
Miami.
good? I was thinking about getting it. It's $2.25.
Bastion's very good.
Hey, look, I bought the game. I get the music for free, okay?
I just do a live recording as I play the game, and then I cut out the music, and then I recompile it as a CD.
That's totally.
That's so stupid.
Alex,
worth the time.
it's worth your money.
Bastion.
It's worth the $2.
Yeah, it's worth $2 fucking.
$2.25. Yeah.
25 cents, man. That's like a.
That's over the limit.
I'll
that's
toss
like
you the
Yeah,
25
That's a
cents.
junior
Don't worry about it.
chicken,
With
man.
the
That's like a junior chicken,
90%
like
off.
1.5 junior chickens right there.
$2.25?
Yeah.
That's.
I can
Is
eat
your
a
game
lot.
worth 2.5 junior chickens, Alex? That's the real question.
That's not 2.5. $2.25.
That's what he said. I'm
No,
just
2.5.
paraphrasing.
$3.17 to get
Big
two of them.
deal.
This is like 1.5.
Two.
What?
You know
That's
the
what I said,
exact
1.5.
price with tax for
You know
two
how
junior
many-
chickens?
You know how?
That's why I said 1.5.
I mean, I know the roundabout amount for like 8 chicken ranch wraps. That's only because I buy them.
8 chicken.
I only know for 8.
I only know that because I buy them.
That's
in
so
packs
much
of
worse
8,
than
and they
two
last
junior
But they
chickens.
last me like 3 days.
No, they don't. Not if you're hungry. They last you an hour.
I don't eat 8 in an hour. That's just disgusting.
Anyways, back to Hotline Miami. That game
Brandon's
is
drank too much
actually
already.
pretty fun.
I have to try it.
You haven't tried it yet?
I bought it. And
I
I,
saw
I,
it.
rec- I bought it and I
I feel
told
like
everyone
buying
I know to buy it. I'm like, you should all buy
You
this
didn't
game.
tell me.
I bought it, then I
You should buy it.
refunded
I don't want to buy it.
I got it for like $2.50.
Oh, me
you
too.
know.
I bought it when it was on
Too
sale.
expensive.
Yeah, the first day or something.
I knew that game was on sale.
Wait, he said it's too expensive for $2.50.
I'm too fucking brown
The
for this
passion
shit.
was $2.25 and he got it. 25 cents more.
25 cents makes a big deal.
I didn't get Bastion. I was gonna get Bastion.
Yeah, you were good.
But that 25 cents is too much money.
Yeah.
That
For
makes
25
it even
cents,
worse.
I can put towards, I don't even.
Another
Slot
chicken.
machine.
A chicken.
Where do we draw the line, Brandon? That's the real question.
Where do we
233.
draw?
230.
That's
That's more than
the line.
225.
Yeah, but it's not as much as 250.
Anyways, the premise behind this game is basically it's 1989, Florida, Miami, and you are just
1 year old.
murdering people.
How can
You're
I murder
literally
people? I was
murdering
only 1 year
people.
old at that point. How can I don't
Yeah,
know.
shut up.
Time travel.
It's the pixelated one, right? The top down.
Yeah, top-down pixelated.
It has a bunch of random characters like Ninja Turtles and all.
No,
that.
none of that.
That's
You're- you have masks.
That's a different game. That's something Rampage.
It's Sans-Froid, I believe.
Which I beat.
He bought it on Steam
What
sale.
you beat?
Yeah, I beat it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna beat that on hard though. I beat it on normal.
Oh, it's not that
It's
bad.
not.
Hard.
It's not that hard.
No, it's the same thing.
It's not that good.
It's not that good on hard.
Don't
it's,
buy
actually,
it.
it's actually easier on hard. That's the
It's
trick.
not worth your money. Just don't.
Yeah, that's the trick. They say it's hard, but it's actually easy mode.
It's good.
You start off in the last level and the boss is already dead.
What's the
No,
flash
it
sales?
is harder.
Sorry?
Oh
What's the
man,
flash sales?
The flash sales are shit right
I
at
know.
this very
Oh, they are
moment.
very bad.
Yeah.
I bought
It's been the last couple of days have been pretty shit.
Well,
The
I
Last
was,
of
I
Us
was
days.
on
Hey,
the community's choice.
The
You've been
Last of
what?
Us.
Saints Row the Third is a good price. $5.
Yeah, but
I'd rather buy the whole
224,
package.
why would I get Saints Row?
Yeah, Alex?
Apparently, Bastion is 224.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
just checked my phone and Bastion is 224.
No, but
Not
that's where
225.
here or
USD.
That's what I said.
It's like
You
237.
said 225, Alex.
Oh,
I said
off by
sorry.
penny.
No, I'm
Well, you
saying
know
I'm
what,
just
with
trying to make a
tax,
point
like
that this might
60.
sway Brandon.
Oh, that penny.
The Jew inside of me,
Which is none.
which is none.
Alex, you should get Saints Row Third because I bought it for PC and we could play together as friends.
Oh, you can
You
play
bought
online?
it again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if you get it right now for like $7, you get all the DLC.
Oh, yeah.
$7.50.
Dude, on PS3 the DLC is $10 to $5 a piece.
Yeah.
$7.
So that's for $7.
Steam sale,
I got
man.
I got a
Steam
game,
sale.
all the DLC that is more value than the game I own on the console.
I bet
They buy all of the DLC
I
for.
bet Steam makes more money during that Steam sale than.
Oh, yeah. for
And
sure.
if you're
The
arguing
entire
to
rest of
yourself,
the year.
I will pay for the DLC. You should have to buy the game. I'll give you the $250 for the DLC.
You didn't notice, but he was pointing at the speaker that you're.
That's him. That's
No,
Don't-
he's over there.
don't ruin the
He's not
immersion.
pointing at the
Over
phone.
there.
he's
That's
pointing at the
Alex.
speaker.
Well, actually, I'm to the west.
Is that the West?
No, that's
West
not West.
is
That one.
that way.
West.
So Alex, no, I'm pointing at the.
Had to think about that for a
We're
second.
gonna get Google Map out here and just fucking zoom in on
I'm gonna
you.
point at my phone at a picture of your face.
The thing is, with all these games I'm buying, I'm gonna end up scared that I can't even play them.
Why?
Oh, I got Blood Dragon.
You got blood. Yeah, you got Blood Dragons.
I played it till just after the dinosaur part when you save the scientists.
This is gonna be random, but my friend was explaining to me. He's like, I love the shooting mechanics in BioShock Infinite, and then I'm like, that doesn't make any sense because it babies you. It's such a bad shooter for what it is, and then what happens?
Actually, I would say the third one was the best shooter out of all of them.
The
Why
third
are you
BioShock.
just saying this
Yes.
to upset
Infinite.
me? Or is there like a...
What? Infinite was the best shooter among all of the Bioshocks.
But the thing is, in terms of actual shooting mechanics, like I played Infinite, then I went to Blood Dragon, and I couldn't play the shooter because it was a legitimate shooter versus Infinite, which really isn't
an auto.
Okay, in comparison to those two, yes, but Bioshock Infinite was the best shooter of all three.
That's because they made it the most like a video game.
Yes.
The other ones were more of a story.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to compare, just go play Counter-Strike. There you go.
No, Blood Dragon is amazing. Blood Dragon
is the ultimate shooter.
Blood Dragon is so fucking
Far
funny.
Cry 3 has shitty fucking... I hate Far Cry 3 shooting mechanics.
Try Blood Dragon. If it goes on sale again before the end
It's
of
the
the
same
thing, get
mechanics.
it. Oh, you have it.
It's the same mechanics.
It's fucking hilarious.
It is hilarious.
It overshadows anything that Far Cry 3 is.
I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure the sales for Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon destroy Far Cry 3 alone. Maybe not in terms of actual $60 game versus $50
I think
game.
money invested, but
units.
Purchase, units, yes.
But the fact of the matter is, they didn't put too much money to make this game.
Sure.
Obviously.
Which just shows you that it's quality over...
Yeah, they probably put maybe 1/15.
Far Cry 3 had a very interesting story. It's just...
It wasn't Blood Dragon. It wasn't 80s based.
Once you reach a certain point, you're like, oh, great.
It wasn't retro.
It wasn't the year. What is it? 2009.
2007. 2007. But according to 1980s,
and
so all the music is like 80s-ish.
I like the background.
Everything's Tron and Daft Punk mixed.
Exactly.
Yeah. But even the Hotline Miami soundtracks is super 80s.
Oh, it's so good.
But it's so amazing. Like I hate 80s music, but the Hotline Miami soundtrack is so good.
I love 80s music.
It's so weird.
It's so cheesy awesome.
I love 80s music. Yeah. Adam's wrong. 80s
No. I hate 80s rock.
I'm a child
80s rock is terrible.
What's wrong with 80s rock?
Well, that's because
it's
of 80s hair metal.
There's too much. There's too much like keytar, and
Dude,
not enough
why are
good
you
music.
hating on the keytar?
Not enough keytar. Too much good music.
Because Adam doesn't know what he's talking about. Ignore him.
Anyways, so yeah, well, we also played Sanctum 2. Yeah, no, Matt's not very fond of that.
Rage quitting game.
It gets so fucking hard.
It's stupid.
Like,
I feel like
Alex,
the more people you play, it's
fucking retarded.
No, it gets worse.
It gets fucking
I think
harder.
it's because
It's so
you two
retarded.
don't maze properly.
No.
There's one
Alex,
level
we get
you can't maze.
Yeah, we get into a level and it's just a straight path, and you have to put the turrets on the outside.
Are you using proper turrets? Like maybe you're not.
No, I did.
Well, we figured that you have to use all AOE ones because the round that we got fucked on, the wave we got fucked on, was like a ton of enemies.
But isn't it like a sniper
small
rifle that does
ones?
No. It was a bunch of big ones.
Penetrating damage?
No, it's complicated. You'll see. It's stupid
Yeah,
hard.
you haven't really played it yet.
I've only seen people play Sanctum 1, so I have no real frame of reference.
We'll play later, and you'll see.
I didn't even know there was a Sanctum 1.
Yeah.
It's called
playing
Sanctum
2, Alex.
Nope. It's because he thought it was Sanctum TOO.
Sanctum
as well.
2?
Sanctum as well?
Also, Alex.
I do believe it was Sanctum as well.
I do believe.
I watched Yogg's cast play it, so it's easy to like.
Oh, really?
They may have not been the best fucking frame of reference.
Okay.
No, they're horrible. They're so bad at games.
Adam sucks at amazing.
Hey, I'm not that bad. It's
just
hard
want-
to visualize it in that
No,
form.
What I'm psyched for is I'm gonna play Defender's Quest windowed mode while I watch TV. That's gonna be like my game. Like it's my game plan now.
It's good because you can pause it anytime.
Exactly,
and
that's it. And like I could build up my towers and then let it go for a bit, and then like, oh, I need to fucking solve a problem.
Dungeons Defenders was fun.
I didn't like that game.
No?
I didn't like
I
it.
got so far by myself.
Everyone I play games with loved that game, and I can't stand it.
I never played it that much.
Alex, Mayo,
Which
and
game?
Erickson played it a ton.
Dungeon Defenders.
I got far. That game
Why,
was
you didn't
fun.
like it?
I didn't like it that much. It was. I think it's gonna be one of the games I return when we did.
Who'd you use? I used the mage.
I use the warrior guy. I'm always the tank. If I'm not the stealthy guy, I'm the tank. It's one or the other.
I actually used the monk.
Alright, other than that, I bought Defiance and Universe Sandbox.
You bought Defiance?
I did. It was $13 instead of $40.
Universe Sandbox. What is that? I saw it.
It's
It's
you make a
stupidity.
universe,
Why
right?
would you buy
It's
that?
weird.
Don't
It
ever
was-
buy that.
It was
Well,
$3.
I've actually been looking at the software that's on the Steam sale.
Display fusion is pretty cool.
Display
If you
fusion?
have 2 monitors, though.
What is that?
It basically... I don't even know. But basically...
Good job, Brandon.
If you have 2 monitors in standard display, like you only have your start menu on one of the monitors.
Yeah.
In Display Fusion, you have 2 start menus. They're like separate entities.
How much does that cost?
Like $6. Not
Okay,
even.
I was like, $30? Really?
See-
Come on, fuck.
What I'm waiting for is like, my brother is planning on buying a laptop around the end of the month. A computer, sorry. And I want to buy a bunch of stuff for his computer, like a keyboard, mouse, monitor. So every time he's using it, I can kind of like shoo him off and be like, well, you're using all my stuff.
You're using all my stuff.
And he's like, it's my computer. I'm like, okay, I'll take my stuff back. I just like take a couple monitors off the desk, a keyboard, and a mouse, and be like, go ahead.
Here's my metal box with nothing else.
Enjoy your compu box. And if he says anything like, well, you can use my laptop. It's right there. You can play games on that, I don't mind.
That's cruel.
Well, because I'm going to be buying all this expensive Steam shit, and I want to use it in, like, full glory, not the shit I can do on my laptop.
Your laptop's not that bad, though.
In
Laptop's
comparison to my
okay.
brother's computer.
Yeah.
That's why I'm scared of all these games I'm buying. Like, I bought Deus Ex, not knowing if it really works. Like, according
Oh,
to...
it won't.
Low settings, man. Just low
I have a
settings.
pretty new computer, and it still almost didn't work on the
Really?
low settings.
Wow.
Wow. Because I have, like, I have a Radeon 4850,
Ah,
which is, like, 2
You
or
should
3
be
years
fine.
Wait,
old.
do you have a laptop or
no, it's a computer.
It's a tower computer, yeah.
a Radeon 4850
Yeah.
Alexander
for
Google
Deus
shit.
Ex?
He's
Yeah.
gonna look it up. On to other stuff. Yeah,
I-
Universe
4
Sandbox.
gigs of
I
RAM.
don't think you're gonna
At
be
13.
able to.
32
No, he'll be able to
megahertz.
play it. It's gonna be a bit choppy every now and again.
My,
Yeah,
my,
you just
my,
have to turn it down.
I bought, like, my RAM is, like, insanely, like,
No,
crazy
you won't
good.
crash, but it'll be choppy. Like you'll get lag spikes whenever you load into a new area.
Okay.
It's gonna
Yeah,
just
that's
load
not
up.
so bad.
that's gonna happen.
Or if it's like an immense gunfight, then it might. But just avoid that.
See,
Is
once
it
you
a
find that-
4850 HD or is
Just
it
play
just a
stealth.
4850?
Sorry?
If I did.
Is it an
4850.
HD 4850 or is it just a 4850?
It's just a 4850, 512 MB RAM.
No
Okay.
HD?
Well, then you're exactly
Oh.
1,000 numbers below the recommended.
No, it's an HD 4850. It should be.
Yeah, but the recommended is HD.
And what's the
5850.
minimum? What's the minimum?
Minimum is 2,000.
So then he's fine.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah,
be
he'll
able
be
to
able
play.
to run it. It just won't be
No, yeah, it'll
amazing.
be.
Yeah, but it won't even be choppy. If he has the
No, it will.
more than the
It
It will
minimum.
be choppy.
No, he just has to play on low settings.
No, I did too. Like I did load setting. The moment I walked into the first level where it loaded your tower that you're in your main base, it just started lagging. And like I just started kind of.
What's your video card?
I can't remember. I think it's.
I have a, Intel...
Intel HD 4000.
That's my MacBook Air.
I have a Dell.
I use my phone, my iPhone.
Yeah, I have a Dell. My Dell's amazing.
So choppy.
I plug in several of my Android phones to power my computer.
Alright. What else have you been playing, Campeau?
Well, I was playing WoW, but my raid leader has gone to Israel for 2 weeks.
So you're not doing anything?
So, as of now, I'm basically just probably playing LOL. I'm gonna see if I can get my rank up.
You're gonna play
What?
ranked?
I'm gonna play a lot of ranked. I'm gonna play a
Oh.
lot of like. I'm basically trying to insta-lock AD carry if I can, and just like.
You can't insta-lock in a
Oh,
blind.
wait, what are you on? Are you placement?
Yeah, I mean in
No, I'm not my placement. I'm in bronze 1.
Because I'm always
bronze 1.
That's
I was
it?
silver. I was silver 4,
Wait,
and
you
then I
can't go
decayed
down?
to bronze 1. Yes, you can.
Yeah, you know,
Elo
yeah,
decay.
It will
It's-
shoot
Which
you
is
back.
fucking bullshit because it used to be Elo decay was only for diamond and platinum, and then maybe gold. If you're in diamond, platinum, or gold,
Yeah, you
you would
should-
slowly decay over time. But now it's like, hey, if you don't fucking play ranked, eat a dick and go to bronze 5.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Eat a dick and go to bronze 5. We could do some duo queue. I haven't played ranked at all. Anyways, yeah.
So yeah, I was 7 of 1 in my placement matches. I got put in bronze 4, and I won.
You got
How?
put in bronze
Wait, wait,
Sorry,
wait,
silver
what?
4.
Silver 4.
7 and 3.
7 and 1.
It was 8.
There's 10 matches.
I only did 8 and I got placed.
How? There's 10 matches.
Yeah,
They
it
must have
was.
changed
It
it.
was because he was playing when it was in the transition. It used to be 5,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
and then
it
it
was
went up
weird.
to 8, and then they put it to
But
10.
the problem was that I thought it was 5, so I did 5.
Yeah.
5 wins, and I was like, fucking awesome! And I did 6 wins.
No,
and
but when it was 5 wins, it was kill death ratio.
oh, really? Okay, well.
And then they made it to whatever.
I was
and
5
then-
wins, and I was really psyched because I was like 5 wins, and it was pretty good games. Like I did like a game with Edgar with like I was on 22 and 2 because my bottom lane fed me. So like really good games, and I didn't place, and I was like, oh shit. So I was like, okay, game 6 didn't get placed. Game 7, and I was like talking to Alex, and I'm like, why the fuck aren't I getting placed? I played like 7 games, and I have 7 wins, and then I lost
Yeah.
my 8th
All
game.
solo queues or?
All solo queues, because you can't do a queue. Because if I do a queue, I'm with Mayor,
So?
and I'm in silver 5.
No, you can do cool with whoever.
Doesn't
you want.
matter, man.
But
I did.
Wait.
I did 4 placements, and I did them all with Erickson, and we won all 4 of them.
Well, I won all 6 by myself. I won all 7 by myself, and the last one I did with Mayo, and I lost because I was in his rank.
Well, listen to this. I did with a friend. He's in bronze, whatever, but I dual queued with him. First 7 games, all wins. I carried the team. I had positive scores across the boards. My 8th game, I was recording all the matches on Xfire. I ran out of space. My game crashed because my Xfire overloaded my computer. I had to reset my computer, got the game back in. By the time I got back in, I lost mid-tower, and we were pushed. So we lost that match. I lost my 8th game. I won 2 more after that. No, I lost 1 and then won the other one. So I lost 2 in total. I'm in silver 2.
That's not bad. I was in
silver 2.
I was placed in silver 4, and I won 2 and then lost like 3 in a row. So I went down to silver.
I won 1. No, sorry, I won 2 and I lost 1.
I went down to silver 5. Like I just slowly went down to silver 5, and then I just haven't played.
But I'm getting a lot more points than him. Like my friend that's in bronze.
Well, what I'm trying to do now is I'm in bronze 1, and it's basically elo hell.
Oh, and I've always been first pick. I don't know why, but I'm always first pick.
And right now, bronze 1 is the new elo hell.
Why?
Well, bronze is elo hell, but bronze 1 is the worst.
No, silver 5 too.
Silver 5 is also, but bronze 1. The issue with bronze 1 is bad because you're also like, okay,
I'm getting the silver 5 guys that don't play.
Yeah. So you're getting like shitty guys who don't play and you have elo decayed all the way down.
Not only are you getting the trolls from the silver division, but it's the ones that decayed further into bronze.
And then you have bronze 1 players who are all pretty much shit. And you have the fact that once I fucking progress high enough in bronze 1, I gotta fucking win 4 or 5 games. 3 games.
No, you gotta win 2 out of 3.
I gotta win 2 out of 3 games.
3 out of 5.
And those games are
duo queuing. Is it?
And those games fucking suck.
At least if we're duo queuing, we might be able to pull out.
2 out of 3 to go up from silver 2 to silver 1.
But
to go from bronze to silver or silver to gold,
one division
it's 3 out of 5.
I'm not even watching streams of pro players anymore because it doesn't help me.
No.
I need to watch fucking bronze 5 shitty assholes with their like balls-ass resolution streams to see what everyone else is fucking doing, to know how to counter the bullshit meta that exists on that shitty plane of existence.
What do they do?
No, they're just stupid. They're just trolling.
They're just trolling. So you have to know where trolls are. You have to fucking spot them out and be like, okay, this guy's a fucking troll, dodge cue. Because this game is going to be terrible and I'm going to get my ass handed to me. So you have to look at like what people do. And the worst part is, you can actually find on Twitch, if you go way, way down, you can find assholes who are streaming in your division at your rank. Because they don't, like, there's so many people playing the game. I can find someone, and I think I'm in like Shyvana's Blight Lords or whatever. I can find some guy who's in Shyvana's Blight Lords Bronze 1 and watch him play League of Legends to learn what other people in my division are doing. See, like, okay, that guy's a fucking troll. That guy's an asshole. So dodge if I see those guys. Like, that kind of shit. That's so dumb.
I got pretty lucky with silver too.
Yeah. The issue is that once you get high enough in silver starts becoming good. Like, all-around good players who are a decent player base. Do stuff. And you hit gold. And then gold 5 is like... It's almost
the trolling again.
It's like you're climbing through shit. And
gold 5 is the trolling again.
The best I think I'm going to do this season is gold 4. And that's if I really put time and effort into it. And I might not because WoW might come back into my life.
What are you back?
All right,
it's always in your life. It doesn't leave.
Well, now I'll have to do like 2 things a week and then I'm done.
Yeah.
And I just play... I'm
farming though. Did you farm?
I'm done farming. All I have to do is coins. And it's like I can get my coins in a day. Get my coins in one day and I do my LFRs once and I just do 2. I only do the last 2 parts of LFR anyways.
Matt, what else have you been playing this week?
Oh god.
Did you remember any of the other games?
No, I don't remember any of the... Well, I know what I played. I played Sanctum.
Sanctum? Yeah, a lot of Sanctum too.
Freud,
I bought like
20 Chamber I beats. Played the Ruse. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Ryuse.
R-U-S.
Is it that God game?
I played it. It's fucking boring. I played the 10 minutes of it
Honestly,
and then I stopped.
I saw that. I was like, this seems really interesting, but I feel like in the long run it'd be boring as
No,
shit.
It's very boring after 10 minutes.
I don't like Civilization. That's why I
No,
also
it's like it was supposed to be like, what's it called? Black and white?
That's what I thought.
But it doesn't compare.
When I saw it, I thought black and white, but I was like,
No,
the black and white had like an interesting...
This got boring really fast, so I just stopped.
Actually, I saw something interesting about Black and White 2 the other day. In Black and White 2, there was a way you could like scold. You know,
you slap them in the face.
The guy used to poop.
Yeah.
And if you scolded him for pooping, he would become constipated.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know.
Yeah, if you hit him every time he goes to the bathroom, he just stops going.
That's amazing.
He's afraid.
He's afraid to poop.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's good stuff.
That's so bad.
Brandon, what have you been playing?
No, I mean, I'm working a lot, so I mean, I bought most of my games at
He
work.
plays Aldo.
You bought most
I've been
of his
playing
games
Aldo.
that way.
Aldo 1 is pretty good, but the sequel is
Not so good.
is much better, actually.
Oh yeah,
The
that's a lot
story
better.
is a lot better.
That's good.
And it's better priced. It's about $6. Actually, no, it's about $2.25.
224.
$2.24.
Yeah, no,
It's
no,
a low
not
224.
that 234, which
I
is
bought-
too pricey.
I bought Orcs Must Die 2,
Oh, I bought that
Deus
too,
Ex. I forgot. I think it's called They Bleed Pixels. I forgot what it's
They
called.
Bleed Pixels.
They Bleed Pixels.
I think I've heard of that
They
actually.
Bleed Pixels.
I have not heard of
They
it.
bleed pixels.
I bought Oregon
Oh, I
Trail because it was like $1.
Yeah.
Why would you buy Oregon?
It was a
It's
dollar.
fucking awesome.
Oregon.
Yeah, it's
Trail.
Oregon Trail. Why would you buy
No,
that?
not
Oregon.
Oregon.
Oh, no?
Oregon Trail.
Oregon
it's a zombie
Trail?
game.
Oh.
It's
not
Oregon
It's a-
Trail in a zombie apocalypse.
Oh,
It's
It's,
amazing.
care.
it's an Atari.
Are you in a
looking-
chariot with some guy?
It's
You're-
a dollar.
You're in a station wagon with your friends because you
Yeah.
name your team. So
I named you.
Actually-
I named all you guys. I named you. I forgot what his
I
name
have a
is.
funny.
I named you Rotondo. I named you Matt Soft Skin, like soft skin.
You tried to spell
Soft
it.
skin.
You
And
tried
then-
to.
and I put you like Camp Water because like compo.
Camp water.
I was playing that game the other day and I accidentally shot my friend's head off.
Oh.
And I had to put Adam down twice.
What? What did I do?
Stop being a zombie, Adam.
All of y'all has got dysentery, and I had to fucking fix that shit.
All
up.
I know is that Adam lies about being a zombie 9 times out of 10. Twice I was driving from fucking Pittsburgh to somewhere else, and Adam turns into a zombie and kills Jeremy in the car. Twice! And I have to pull over and shoot you like a dog.
It talks about like the randomness of the game. That the same thing happens twice to the same people. What are the odds of that?
And the other day, Jeremy got... I was telling you this story. My friend... I named him after my friend. So Jeremy, one of my friends, he gets grabbed randomly by a bandit. And you get put in this like quick time event. It's like an Atari quick time system. So you're just like
Oh,
waving
God.
this like shotgun up and down. And there's Jeremy on his knees and a bandit standing above him. And you have to try and like shoot the bandit and not shoot Jeremy. And I was like 1 pixel off. And I just blew off the top of Jeremy's head. And the guy just runs away. Like, and I'm like, I don't shoot him and the guy just bolts and he's gone. And you're like, you killed Jeremy.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
That game's fun.
That game is worth the $1.
It's worth the $1.
You play it for
Honestly,
even if you play it
alright.
for 30 minutes.
If it's on sale again, I'll pick it
It's
up.
worth your time.
No.
All right. So Matt, what's the question of the week, or the on the
Well,
spot question?
it's kind of two-parter there.
Yeah. I'll forget it. I'm not-
Brandon's out.
It's almost always a two-parter.
Okay, so this is for the new consoles. Do you think that they will bring back RPGs in the sense that like Ni no Kuni and all that, because they seem to have disappeared from the PS2 to the PS3 and all that. They've all just become like 14, 16-hour games or something like that. Do you ever think they're gonna bring back the ones that are like 30 to 40 hours long? And if they do, which ones would you like to see brought back?
Well, see, the thing is, near the end of this generation, a couple of those games actually came
A few
out.
snuck in like Ni no Kuni. No one expected that
near
to
the
come out.
end, right?
Yeah,
So
that's
it's-
the same. But like for the PS3, there's how many in total do you think?
But see, that's the thing. What I'm saying is, at the beginning of the PS3 or the cycle of that generation, there were a couple of Japanese RPGs, like traditional ones that were very long
Okay,
and stuff
but
like that.
just-
But that's bleeding through from the PS2.
Well, but let's just count out the the Japanese version ones because they have a Final Fantasy every fucking 6 months.
Yeah.
So let's just count out Japanese just for the moment, and all these American games.
Yeah, but I mean, like Skyrim, you could play like 600
Yeah, okay,
hours.
that's like on every single console.
Yeah.
I'm saying like actual RPGs for the systems. That's not gonna be like Shin Megami. Oh, they're all actually Japanese, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all Japanese. They're all
But still, like,
JRPGs. You're talking about traditional JRPGs. If they're gonna come
No,
back,
not JRPGs in general.
no, but
there was
you're
other
talking
ones.
about that style.
Yeah.
JRPG is like a
Well, I
style
know,
of
but
game
I'm just
now.
saying, just any standard RPG that's gonna last me more than 16-hour shooter.
Let me get to
Because
my.
even Resident Evil, the way they were the first few, right? They were more RPG than they are now.
Yeah,
You
well,
play
no, it's now they're just action
you play
games.
4, yeah, exactly.
No, but
Because they
what I was
converted them all,
what I was
right?
trying to get at was at the beginning of this cycle.
Well, yeah, no, I know.
There were some Japanese RPGs, but they're bleeding through from the PS2 era. Now, at the end of this cycle, there are a few Japanese RPGs coming through. It might lead to
I
more
don't think they are,
than
'cause
in the next generation.
I know there's a lot that were ported over from handhelds. Like they all went to the handhelds for some reason.
That's kind of
And
the
health.
perfect. It's kind of also the perfect place to play.
I don't think so.
Because
No.
like
Sean plays a ton
Yeah, I know.
on his handheld, like a ton
Well,
of JRPGs.
Sean, because he doesn't have a good computer or a good TV to
you
invest
should
time on.
get RPG Maker.
No, I don't like.
No, RPG Maker
and make
2.
your own.
No, I don't like that. It's
What about RPG Maker 3?
yeah, it's on sale on Steam.
Actually, I was joking about that with me the other day. I was like, I would actually buy that game if me and you having it meant like, oh hey, check out this RPG I made, and I could just send it to you.
No.
But you can't. It's like, I built an RPG on my computer.
And I gotta play it.
So now I get to play it. I wonder where the sword one is.
So the question was, what series would you like to see come back?
Well, see,
if they ever do.
They're still making. See, and the PS2 had Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy 12.
It had a lot.
Final Fantasy 11. No, but I'm saying just Final Fantasy wise, they had 2 of them. PS1 had 3. You can consider 11 somewhere in between there. Yeah. They made 3 of them. Now, if you go into the PS3, they only made 1. They had Final Fantasy 13.
And now they're making another one for PS4.
Yes, they're making another one, but it's going to come out pretty much...
HD remix.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Crazy,
I'm super psyched for that.
Yeah, Ultimate Edition Super FX.
I'm actually really excited for that.
What I'm saying is Final Fantasy 15 is going to come out near the beginning of the cycle, so there will probably be more Final Fantasies coming out throughout the cycle of the PS4.
I don't think so. Not as much. If they do, they're going to be online ones, right? That's what they're going to do.
No, because Final Fantasy 14 is going to be online.
The first one they released.
Yeah, but see, Final Fantasy 11 came out a long time ago, so they need a new one.
I know, whatever. I mean, just saying, like, in general, like...
The thing is, with online RPGs
anymore.
with online RPGs, they can't
just an MMO.
keep coming out. But they can't keep coming out.
Buy an MMO.
They're going to make...
I can buy World of Warcraft.
You're forgetting about the MMO.
RPG.
Massively multiplayer online.
If I want to see one come back, it'd be Suikoden.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But the thing is also, like, I'm a really bad example because I don't really play many JRPGs.
No?
Like, I played, like, Secret of Mana, and that even counts.
I would love another fucking Secret of Mana or Legend of Mana come out for new systems.
Or what about Shenmue? Shenmue never got finished.
Yeah,
even the old Mario games, the first few Mario games, those were RPGs. They were platformers.
No.
They were platformers, but they were RPGs. How long would it take?
It wouldn't take that long. You can beat the first one in 5 minutes.
Yeah, if you sped run it.
You're assuming the term RPG means length.
Long game.
No, not length, but it was actual story-wise. You're taking the role of Mario.
No.
But then you can say Zelda.
Super Mario RPG. Super Mario RPG was great.
No,
Zelda is
they still have...
I'm talking about Mario 2 with the
But Zelda's an RPG at that point.
It's not very long.
Mario 2 is a platform.
Every game is an RPG in this sense.
Essentially,
you take a role
the way
and
they
play
were.
them.
Like these first-person shooters half the time.
Yeah, like...
But I'm playing
there's
the
not
role
much
of a
story.
game.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but he's saying story-wise also.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Like, the second and third one
like,
did have some sort of story
also
to
to
it,
think of, like, the attention span of the average gamer nowadays.
Nowadays, yeah. It's just all fast. Okay, go shoot them up.
I want to be my game.
And everything has become from top view to over the shoulder. Everything's just over the shoulder now, or third person.
Blame Resident Evil 4 then.
Yeah, fucking Resident Evil.
Well, I mean, there are still some JRPGs, like the Tales series is still somewhat around, but that's like an action RPG.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, in general, like, games have just progressed to this level where
it's going away from that trend.
It's all first-person shooters or third-person shooters.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of old ones that, like Wild Arms. They haven't made a Wild Arms since the first PS.
Because the last
one there was some PS2. It's not that kind of Wild Arms.
No, there's Wild Arms 5
My
and Wild
arms are wild.
What?
Wild Arms 5 and 6 were
but there were PS2 games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There were PS2.
There
was none for the PS3.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Wild Arms 2 was a very popular game. It was very, like, critically acclaimed. Yeah, even the third one, but like 4, 5, and 6, I don't remember hearing anything about them.
Because they just slowly.
I didn't even know there was.
Yeah, seriously.
I have.
Well,
people just moved away from it.
Well,
they got simple-minded to a shooter.
Nippon Ichi still makes them, but they make strategy games. They don't make other RPGs.
Well, even Tactics, like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Also,
that's a tactic game, but it was still heavily.
Imagine if they made a new Final Fantasy Tactics.
At that point,
it would be shit because it would destroy it.
A decent console one, not any of those shitty fucking Game Boy ones or whatever.
Yeah.
Those ones were shit.
But still, I think with the way games have progressed, they're just going to destroy the way it used to be.
I don't think RPGs are...
In the sense you're saying, I think that's kind of...
I feel like the Super Nintendo and PS2, I mean...
Super Nintendo, PS1, and PS2 had the best RPGs.
Yeah, after that...
And now it's become a niche, kind of like how the fighting genre
I think it's because they tried to compete with the PC, and the way the PCs are...
I also think you have to think of the fact
that
you bring up a good point because I feel like the American style RPG is gonna flourish.
Gears of War.
Yeah,
no. But he's talking about like Skyrim and Fallouts and stuff like that.
Fallout's amazing. I put so much time into Fallout. Like I put more time.
Yeah, but you put a lot
Call
of time
of Duty.
into Skyrim.
What a great RPG.
I put more time into Skyrim and Fallout than most people have with any RPG individually. Like,
well, the most I've ever played a game was 120 hours, and that was Disgaea 1.
I put 300 hours in Disgaea. That's a perfect example of games that keep coming out there.
Yeah, but that's PS2. And yeah, there are Disgaeas. There's Disgaea 3 and 4 for PS3.
And they were both good games.
Oh yeah, they
those tactical
The
games.
fourth one is very good.
I used to, when Adam would play it, I used to
Ark the
sometimes
Lad.
hang out in here and just listen to the story. It was interesting, and it kept me like
Which one?
Disgaea 3 and 4.
The fourth one is very good.
Erickson still plays 4 from
Really?
time to time.
Yeah,
Sly Cooper.
I want to actually start it again.
His,
But I don't
his,
have
PS,
those, actually.
his PS3 is effectively a fucking Disgaea box. That's all he plays on it.
Disgaea box. Oh, Star Ocean is a good one too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But,
But they have
Rogue
they have a
was
new
online,
one.
wasn't it?
No,
Rogue
no, it wasn't
Galaxy. Rogue Galaxy.
Really, even
No.
RPG I played.
They
on
need
PS...
a new Dark Cloud. Dark Cloud 3
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
sick.
Think,
Because Dark Cloud 2 is so good.
What was that
Dark-
game you played? Go ahead, actually.
because they made Ni no Kuni, right? It's level 5.
Yeah, level 5 is very good.
What was
I
that?
love level 5, but I don't think they're gonna make.
They need to make another Dark Cloud.
They won't.
You may be wondering about the exuberance that we usually have. Well, we have two different types of time for our podcasts. We have the late cast and we have the early cast. The early cast usually involves Sean, who is
Intellectual.
slightly more intellectual and very,
Not
calm
drunk.
and understanding.
Also, it involves more sobriety.
Yes, more sobriety. Then we have the late cast on the other week, which is filled with drunken fools.
wait,
Hello,
like us.
awesome.
I have something.
I
for
love
Adam,
the balance.
but, next week, if you can make it earlier, I'll be able to.
Yeah,
get
it'll be about
Richard-
7 o'clock.
I'll be able to get Richard and.
I mean, like
Sean.
4:30.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
If we do it
Next
like
week will be good.
super early, I could come before work.
7
No,
o'clock.
it's
How
probably
early
7.
though?
Well,
Like
7 I
2?
can go. 7 I
No,
can
7
go.
o'clock. Anyways, so that is the tale of our podcast. So that is it. We will see you next week in a more
I
somber
do
matter.
believe we will see you next week.
I do believe